Hello, everybody. Mark here at Gilbo Realty. Thank you so much for coming back and watching another show today. We're going to discuss buyers, lowball offers. Are they really getting through in the villages? What's going on there? And what type of buyers doing lowball offers? I'm seeing a similar pattern between them. But at the same time, we'll discuss lowball offers. We're going to show two or three houses here about what I like that's on the market, active, ready to purchase. And the villages is, it's a slow season right now. It's getting into the hot season. Boy, it's hot. It's like 95. Yesterday was above 95. And it was actually hotter in New York yesterday, which is even more amazing. So take that, New Yorkers. Today, I want to talk about lowballing offers. See others on YouTube videos from people who cover real estate, and all they can say is Florida's crashing, people are unemployed, house prices are plummeting. Like it's one big shebang, it's total nuclear war going on between everybody. And even though some of that is true to a smaller extent, depending where you are and what community you're in, what state you're in, the villages is a little different than most communities, especially around it. And you're going to see bigger discounts around the villages, not so much in the villages, even though it has been, like I've been saying for 3 years, a slow, gradual decline. Most folks that buy here, you have to remember, put either a huge deposit down on the home and get a small loan, or they just pay cash for it outright. There aren't too many low money down loans here, as you can see. Very few VA loans. There's very few FHA loans done today, and probably won't be anytime soon just because of the price, where they've all gone in the last 3 or 4 years. That's another reason why you don't see a lot of foreclosures in the villages too. So here are some of the problems I see from buyers looking to do lowball offers. And I'm not talking about the home that is already overpriced. Like we know the home is overpriced. I tell my buyers I think the home is overpriced. And that's just based on experience because I look at hundreds of homes a day, if not every other day. I'm looking at hundreds of homes. I'm seeing where everything's falling. I'm looking outside the communities too and some of the other places. So I like to really keep track of what's going on with pricing. And if someone lists a courtyard villa 2 Durham model for 380, I know it's overpriced, because many of them have sold for below 345 since last, I don't know, November. So anybody listing at that high is completely out of touch with reality. Here's some of the problems I see. They're not for the houses that are overpriced. I'm not talking about making a lowball offer on them. And before you even consider doing that, I would tell you what I think that home is going to sell at some point. Okay, this is for the homes that are already priced aggressively. And then you'll still see people want to do a lowball offer on those properties. They don't truly see the value that they're getting automatically by purchasing that house. Now, there's not as many of them in the villages as maybe some other communities, but they do pop up from time to time, some really good deals. And you should join our Facebook because I post a lot of them over there and on X. And not so much here in videos because it's just so much easier to make a post. So here are some of the problems I see with people looking to lowball on homes. Number one, they truly don't understand the market and what's really happening in it. They see some YouTube videos. They think that the whole state of Florida is crashing and sinking into the ocean, and that's not necessarily the case. The villages, again, is doing much better than outside of the villages, most likely because they continue to build here. There's still inventory, and it's growing and has been growing relatively quickly for the last 4 or 5 years. Now, will that continue? I'm not sure. I think the villages are slowing down. It's quite obvious. You can see it, even though they're still building. They're not building nowhere near what they were the last 2 to 4 years. So one, they truly don't understand the market, the buyers that are coming here to make an offer sometimes. Number two, they truly believe someone on YouTube that's saying the whole state of Florida is crashing. It's a problem. It's something that happens all the time. They believe someone on YouTube that makes their living off of clicks and subscribers. And, we have a YouTube video, but our whole point of the YouTube videos, and probably many others, is to educate, is to help people find a home, help people find a house, help people understand that before they even show up, they get some knowledge about the villages and what's going on in and around it. And if you're going to believe someone on YouTube that makes their living off of clicks and subscribers, then you're going to be potentially misled. Data is great, but real world experience rounds out that data with information they just can't provide because they're not selling homes in this community. Number four, they're trying to lowball on a home that's already a good deal, already priced below market value. Happens all the time. If I see a house that's 330 that I know should be selling for 360, 370, someone will still come in and make a lowball offer. I'm not against it. It's okay. but don't expect that to happen. I know it's priced well. The realtor on the other side knows it's priced well, and the seller knows it's priced well because probably their realtor told them that. So coming in and beating up a squashed orange for more juice is probably not a good idea for you to find a deal. And what I've always tell people is that, look, if that's your style, you're not going to find too many deals, not in the villages at least. Number 5, they will make an offer with a 0 down loan and act like they're paying cash, okay? There's nothing wrong with lending. You know, we do a lot of conventional loans. Don't see too many FHA loans or VA loans, maybe a few VA. But VA and FHA are tough. I mean, you can't come in and act like you're paying cash with a VA or an FHA loan. Just the way it is, because you're not as good as cash. You're going to have some stipulations. It's a contingency to have those loans when it comes to purchasing someone's house. That's typically the reason why many people, if you're going to compete against a cash offer, they will take the cash offer even if it's 15, 20 grand less, because they know that it's less of a headache. They know they just have to get through the inspection stage. They're done. There's no appraisal. There's no bank BS. There's no chance of you backing out or not getting approved for the loan. None of that stuff. Okay. So just understand that if you're going to get a loan, you're not paying cash. You can't be as aggressive as a cash buyer because the sellers just aren't going to take your offer as serious as a cash offer. Okay, and here's another problem I see with people making offers with low money down loans. They're asking sellers to pay their closing costs, cha-ching. They want minor repairs done on the home inspection, and the home could be 3 years old. They want all that done, even though it's minor stuff, stupid stuff. They want the seller to pay all of our commission, even if they come in 30, 40 grand below asking price on an already aggressively priced home. And even then, after doing all that, after the seller, let's say the seller does pay their concessions, pays our commission, they still think they're not getting a good deal. So you have to get over your anxiety of purchasing a property down here and understand that there's no reason for realtors to lie to you. When we say something's a pretty good deal, it's probably a pretty good deal. I'm not saying all realtors are like that. Maybe a lot of them just aren't good at their job. Maybe a lot of them lie. I'm not sure. That's just not how we work as a company. And my job's here not to lie to you. My job's to make sure you probably get a good deal that's fair to both parties. That's kind of what I want. So here's some of my advice to buyers, okay? Believe what your realtor's saying. You know, not somebody in Brownwood that's just had 3 or 4 margaritas and they can't even spell their name anymore. So just understand that. You got to make sure you trust your realtor, especially if they have years of experience in the market and in the business. I'd probably trust your realtor over anybody in a bar. Number 2, understand that after the home inspection, there isn't any more negotiations happening unless you're doing a loan and the bank comes back with repairs that they want to see fixed. That's about it. This isn't a flea market. This isn't something we're going to continue negotiations. Once you get by that home inspection, if you're all cash, we're pretty much moving on. We're done. Okay, we're going to ask for our repairs. They're going to fix them. Before closing, we're going to make sure they're fixed, and we're going to move forward from that period on. Typically, if you do a home inspection, you have about anywhere between 7 to 12 days to have one done, typically 10 days. That is to have the home inspection done, have the report sent to everybody, review what's on the report, and ask for certain repairs, okay, if needed. Once that's done, we're moving forward, folks. We're not going to nitpick over certain things. We're not going to bring back stuff 2 weeks later, because what we're trying to do as realtors is protect your deposit. You know, there's a system in place in every community. It's a little bit different in New York than it is down here in Florida, how things operate. Okay, in Florida, we have title companies we use mostly for closings. Not saying you can't use an attorney, but majority of them seem to be title companies. In New York State, the majority of the closings are done with attorneys, but the process is pretty similar. The contracts are pretty similar between both places. There's not much learning curve once you've been in the business a long time. You can easily fill out a contract. But what you have to understand is that there's a process that we have to abide by. All the realtors are trained in it. And when someone is starting to buckle that process, things can get sticky. And what that does, it puts us into defense mode of your deposit. We do not want to lose your deposit. So when we put 10-day home inspection on your purchase offer and it's day 9 and you really haven't decided what's going on, you haven't even looked at it, it's probably really important for you to really take it seriously and say, look, tomorrow's day 10. Either I need to have an answer from you or we need to get an extension. What's going on? These are things. When we say that to you, we're being serious, especially if you put 5 or 10 grand down on these properties. I mean, day 11, if we don't hear from you, if we don't get you to sign an extension, if we don't get the other side to agree to it, you're going to lose your deposit and you're going to have to fight to get it back. If that, you're not going to get it back. There's a pretty good chance you're not ever getting that deposit back. All right. So just understand that after home inspection, after we ask for repairs and they agree to it, we're done. We're moving forward. Moving forward to closing. Unless you're getting a loan, then there's a few more steps. So let's look at some houses. Let's get going on that. Okay, the first home up is 3984 Kanawha Place, 349.9. It's a nice home. 2-car garage, nice lanai in the front. Got this corner lot too, which is a nice corner lot. And it's also a good looking house. The colors go well and it looks good. Everything looks really nice up front. There's an aerial of it. It's got a pretty good corner lot. You could probably put up a bird cage here, potentially a pool, I'm thinking. And so there is some potential. It's 2 beds, 2 bath, 1,148 square foot, sitting at 304 a square foot. Again, I think this home is overpriced. Okay, I'm telling you, this home is probably overpriced. It's a 2022 build, so it's not going to be a lot of work. We haven't seen inside of it, so I'm going to look. It says it is turnkey. All the furniture, everything's going with it. And it is a Ruby Villa model, Village of Richmond, and a 2018 4-seater Yamaha golf cart with seat belts is included with 2 bicycles and helmets. Okay, so let's see where it's located. Here you are. Right outside of Comfort Suites here. This is pretty good location. Brownwood's right here. Benny's down below, right in here. Sawgrass is going to be over this way, which is nice, down along here. And then Lake Sumter is north of here. But, you're right outside of Brownwood. If you're looking for a place around Brownwood with 2-car garage, 2 beds, 2 bath, and nice shape, not very old, this might be the one. Let's look at some photos. That's a nice house. Basic landscaping, but I love it. Love the corner. You got nobody behind you. It's just a fence with all the marsh and the trees, which is nice. Definitely room for a pool here. I bet you could finagle it in right here. There you go. Village of Richmond. Nice. Nice little front door entry. Okay, that should have been the first shot. Okay, so you got a nice living room in here. Big island in the kitchen. Probably the laundry in the kitchen too, is my guess. And these closets. Yeah, that's pretty. I like the white cabinets. Very nice. Gas stove here, folks. That's nice. There you go. There's the laundry. So you got laundry in your kitchen. You put some storage in here too. You can add some more shelving, some other stuff if you need it. Okay, here's the master. I'm assuming a ton of room. That's a king size bed. So you have a ton of room in this to put furniture as well. There's the walk-in closet. Nice. So here's the master bath. It does have kind of a lower surround in it. Dual sinks. Another bed. Here's the shared bath out there, I guess. That's the nicest surround. And some of the newer homes, they got these crap surround ones that are really cheap. They're not going to last long. They're really cheap. So this is the golf cart they have going with it. This is turnkey. Just keep that in mind. So everything you just saw in this picture is turnkey, but it's at $350. So just think about that. It's nice. There you go. Vinyl siding. Here's the layout. Love it. Garage, walk in. Screen porch. You walk into this area, dining room, living room, kitchen. Go down the hallway. You got a closet. Primary bedroom. And then the bedroom across the hallway on the other side. So I don't mind this, actually. It's actually nice. I like this house. All right, so 3984 Kanawha Place, Kanawha. It's a pretty looking house. Corner lot, turnkey, golf cart included, Yamaha, $350. Now it's sitting at 304 a square foot. It's built in 2022. It's a Ruby model in the Village of Richmond. Take a look at this one. I'm not saying that it's priced right. I'm saying it's a little bit overpriced right now, but I'm not sure what they spent on the furniture. what they're going to give you for furniture, but as you can see, everything we saw in the photos, I'm assuming everything's coming with it. You can move right into this house right now and not have to buy a thing. So think about that. Let's go to another one. All right, the next one's 3154 Merritt Lane, 417. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1828. Now this, folks, is not a bad deal. It's okay. It's in the village of Fenny. I love it. Courtyard Villa. It's pretty. Open house is Friday from 1:30 to 4:30. It's been on the market almost 60 days, sitting at 228 a square foot. 3 beds, 2 bath. Built in 2017. I like this. Let's see where it's located. So right down here, there's a Red Fox and Gray Fox. Executive golf courses. Magnolia Plaza, down to the newer sections. Okay, so this is priced right at 417. It's actually pretty aggressive. Okay, let's see some photos. Love it. Basic landscaping, but looks good. That backyard's bigger than you think. There you go. Love the lanai. You know, I bet you could fit a small pool back here if you wanted to, too. It's pretty. It's a good looking house. A lot of landscaping here, a lot of little stuff. Okay. Okay. So this, remember, is almost 1,900 square foot, 18 and some change. It's a pretty big house inside. Let's see how it looks. So you got granite countertops by the looks of it. Little island in the middle. Dark cabinets. There you go. Yep. We get it. Nice backsplash. Okay. Carpet in this room. No tile. We got tile to the front door and down the hallway to the bedroom up front and the garage. Village's $39 fan there. You can see that. Buy that baby just for that fan. Nobody wants to turn the lights on in this deal, I guess. Little dining area with a table. Here's the master. Okay. There you go. So you got dual sinks in the master. I'm assuming this is the walk-in shower. They should have turned the light out before they took that photo. Okay. There's the walk-in closet. Nice. With a pocket door. Walk-in shower. Good. Okay, here's another bedroom. Remember, 3 beds in this, 2 bath. Closet. Here's the other bed. It's a pretty good sized room right there, actually. Okay. And here's the shared bath in the hallway. With quartz countertops. Or, I'm sorry, granite countertops there, too, with a surround. Good sized laundry. I like the lanai, too. It's pretty good. It's turned sideways. Here's the garage. So you got 2-car garage. You easily fit 2 cars plus a golf cart in here. Wouldn't be an issue. Little sink outside. That's fine. Okay. I like this house. I think the photos could have been better, but it is what it is. 3154 Merritt Lane, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1828 square foot. Sitting at 417, just dropped $7,000 to 228 a square foot. Built in 2017. It's a courtyard villa in the village of Fenny. And let's just see here where it's located. There you go. Some other homes for sale around it. And see the history of this baby. What's the discounts been on this thing? So they started this house at 431, now down to 417. Okay, it's actually priced halfway decent right now for the square foot of this home and the age. It's actually not bad. So think about this one, 3154 Merritt Lane. All right, the next one we're going to show is 8932 Southeast 168 Sedgwick Place. This home is actually not that bad. It's actually in pretty good shape. The inside looks nice. Vinyl siding, nice landscaping. It's cute. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,500 square foot. Sitting at 188 a square foot. It says a rare fixer-upper in the Villages. 3 bed, 2 bath. Property offers potential for key updates. Let me see. While the home needs TLC, majors are already in place. The gas water heater in 14, HVAC in 14 appear to be in working condition, but are nearing the end of life, which is typical about 10, 15 years. So let's see where it's located. Up here in the village of Briar Meadow, there's 42. Okay, so you're near a grocery store. That's nice. It's a pretty good area. There's Spanish Springs. So you're north of that. There's El Camino, up Buena Vista. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see some photos. Okay. Nice little entry. It's cute. Don't mind the floors. They're okay. I'm not sure of the vinyl or some of the other stuff. Got this big bar in here. I want to see that. There you go. Nice. So 2 sliders. Let's see how the yard is. Those are big drawers. Order cabinets. That has granite countertops though, folks. You could sell those appliances. Somebody took the fridge though, sadly. So plan on what, $1,500 to $2,500 for a fridge. But remember, 188 a square foot right now. Okay. That's your pantry. All right. So here's a laundry room. Nice. I'm assuming those come with the house. Here's a bed. There you go. Here's a Murphy bed. Nice. Good to have. So you can use it as an office. And then when someone comes, you can pull that down, give them somewhere to sleep. That's good. There's another bedroom, tile floor. Okay, not too bad. Here's a shared bath with that tub. You're going to have to take that out if you don't like it. Okay, so here's another one. You're going to need some carpet in here. So it needs a little bit of work. You have to redo that bathroom tub. Pull out some of this carpet, repaint. If you don't mind the popcorn ceiling, that's fine. So here's the master with a slider out to the lanai. You have your walk-in closet. Then you have your bathroom over here. That's a horrible picture. Okay, so here's the master bath, I'm assuming. So 1 sink. I mean, I rip out that cabinet, just put in new stuff. Might as well. You can go to Home Depot and buy a cabinet with a sink for a nice one for $600 to $1,000. Okay, and I'd probably rip that out and tile it. All right. Okay, here's the lanai. It looks enclosed with blinds. It's pretty. Very nice. Got a little bird cage out here. So it just needs some cleaning up, edging up. Probably the gutters need to be looked at, see if they're full. A lot of leaves on the ground. Oh, it's stone. So there's some landscaping I would probably trim back, touch up a little bit, paint that wall. I don't know whose responsibility is to do this, but I would definitely put a coat of paint on this that's approved by the villages. Make sure it is approved by the ARC if they're not going to do it. That definitely needs some work. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind this. It's okay. It's a pretty house from the front. I like it. I think there's potential, but it is a TLC. So 8932 Southeast 168th Sedgwick Place, 279.9, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,483 square foot. It's priced accordingly based on the condition. Now that's list price. Doesn't mean you couldn't get it for better than that. 188 a square foot currently. It's a fixer-upper in the northern sections of the villages. So think about this one again, 8932 Southeast 168th Sedgwick Place. So if you haven't been to our website, this is it. Go here to the Villages tab, buy home. You can do fast home search. I have all the searches broken down for you. Download our map. You can search each individual village within the villages and also get to know where all these villages are located and where and how. And you can search all the inventory based on the villages with that. If you're looking to do open houses, I just uploaded the open houses. Usually I do them every morning around 9 o'clock just to make sure there's any, late arrivals. They're going to be on the list. Just click on that. It'll go right to your cell phone. You can click on it. It'll actually take you right to the house through Google Maps. Makes your life really simple. Do you need a VLS agent? No, you don't need a VLS agent. We can show you VLS homes. They're very nice on letting us in typically, and it's not a problem. New build cost. You're thinking of building new or going down there and buying one of those spec homes, you better download that sheet I made. It'll show you all the upgrades you're going to have to put into that house. You think you pay $350? Nah, you're going to pay a lot more than that because I know you're going to spend money. I know there's going to be a ton of stuff you're going to have to buy. Trust me, the new builds down there are bare bones. You're going to have to add some money to them if you want them to last. Lifestyle visit program. If you're going to do a lifestyle visit, please let me know. We'll give you up to $1,000 back. If you purchase a home through us, the minimum purchase price has to be $300,000, folks. Okay, but below that, we'll give you like $500 back. Just let you know. But for example, if you're doing a nice lifestyle visit for $99 per night, we'll reimburse you 99 times 5 or $495. Get you a free lifestyle visit. Stay in the villages when you buy a house through us. A lot of people have taken advantage of that, and I recommend it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I'm always available. If not, text me. It makes my life a little bit easier if you text me. And then everybody have a rocking day, and I will see you in a few days on my next video soon.